Hi, y'all. This is Kelly with the Creative Playing Podcast Network. I am going to be I am going to be showing you the WoW housing tutorial. This is actually my husband's account, and so we're gonna he hasn't set up anything, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. All right, let's see. First, we'll just start with the tutorial because, this account has never done anything with it. So it's going to take us to the Razorwind Shores because we are on a Horde character. If you are an Alliance character, it would take you to Founder's Point. So now we're going to familiarize ourselves with the... and apparently we're going to have my husband join a guild. Okay, so I have another character in that guild actually. So, all right. So Razorwind Shores is the housing area for the Alliance. So basically, we're gonna just check in at a few places. Greet the steward. Of course, my husband has all of his stuff in different positions. He's gonna hate me, but I am gonna move his keys to the way I like it. Okay. Welcome to Razorwind Shores. Now, as you can see, the endeavor that is currently active is basically the new Silver Moon. But first, we're going to go talk to the steward.
Welcome, friend. Are you looking to join our community?
I'd like to have a look around. Let's go.
This place has much to offer. Let's see what we can find for you. And if you can't find what you want, or you have any questions, be sure to speak up.
Okay. This is the board for the neighborhood that you're in. I'm actually not going to be staying in this neighborhood. But it is basically all the characters who have the houses here. Now, your warband, anybody in your warband can go to either house. So, however, only a Horde person can technically own, and I use air quotes for that, an Alliance home. So it has to be a Horde character that is the homeowner over this one. And the Alliance side, same thing. It has to be an Alliance character that owns the other house. But it's all the same warband, and all of your characters can visit it once you have created the home. All right, so first off, we're just going to fly around a little bit. So this guy always gives you a little quest.
Wonder no more.
It's decor, and you can see which decor items that you want to do. You have to solve the riddle, and it gives it to you, and it's a daily, and it's different actually for each of your characters. All right. Also, there are going to be things around once you do select your home and you become part of a community. There are things that you can do around the neighborhood, and we'll show you that later. So, I already know what plot that I want for my husband because I've already scoped it out. Now, it's actually, let's see which, this isn't it. Where is, okay, hold on. Aha. So now, you can see this is obviously owned by somebody else, but...
Sadly, this plot is taken.
20.
But if it is your first choice, we may be able to aid you. Just say the word.
Yes, it will let you... Yeah, this is the one that I think is available in my neighborhood, because of course I'm going to put him in my neighborhood.
This plot is occupied, but we can find the same for you elsewhere, if you wish.
Okay, so if we go into...
I need to target something first.
I'm not sure how to change it once. Yeah, aid me.
We build community
I'd
here.
like to see other neighborhood options. Open House Finder. Okay. Let's see. There's a bit of an echo. What is it? I know the house is empty. Okay, we may have to do this a little different.
Here if you need us.
Okay. Now, if I can... Let's see if I can...
I don't have a
Let's
target.
pick a different house. Let me see if Jim is on. Well, because it's not letting me select the Crack Terror community. Well, this is kind of nice. He'd like this.
For the people.
Okay, Jim is listening. Sweetheart, if you could sign on to...
We'll leave a light on.
There's got to be a way to... I'm going to just select this house. I want him to be in the same neighborhood, so we're going to try this a little different, actually.
I need a target.
If we leave the tutorial... Okay, apparently... There should be a way to... Each of the neighborhoods does have a portal. And I'm going to see if I can... Okay, sweetheart. not sure how to do this since we're grouped. Teleport to your plot in Cracktear community. Okay, you're in the Crackthorn. Perfect. Now, I'm entering. Is there something that says that you can, I know that yours is, you can invite other people to visit yours. I may have to
This
purchase
place
you a
has
home.
much to offer.
That's not
Let's
where I
see what we
want,
can
but
find
we
for
can
you.
probably move it,
And
okay?
if you can't find what you want, or you have any questions, be
Okay.
sure to speak up.
So, although I'm picking you a very nice one, if we can't move it. What was the one that I was just looking at? Did somebody buy it while I was gone? Darn, somebody did. Somebody just bought it. Freaking hell. I knew I shouldn't have waited. Okay, well, we're going to go over here then. And this is a very nice one, too.
Good vibrations today.
Yes, we are buying this plot. Boom! Welcome home.
Good energy here on this
Okay.
one. It suits you. Can't wait to see what you make of it.
Okay, so now we have it's a level 1 house. So close to being level 2. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh! This is the guild one. Oh, by the way, sweetheart, you're in a guild. Okay. I was trying to find... Maybe it has to be capitalized. For where you... Okay, so for some reason... Okay, baby, this may just be your home. I can't figure out how to... We want a free public one. But I wanted the cracked tear. But unfortunately... let's try as Grig. Name spelled as Greg. Okay.
My favorite kind of music. Black rock and roll, of course.
Open House Finder. No house is found. Okay, baby, I don't know. Let me leave the guild and see if There was a guild invitation as soon as uh, because that will take us out of the house. You've been evicted from the neighborhood. Because it was a guild neighborhood, and I don't want it to be. That's something I learned. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, I changed your buttons. Morning Grave. I don't want Morning Grave. Let's see if we can... Let's see what ones are available. Normally, it says you can leave the tutorial at any time. Yeah, but it won't let me out of the friggin' tutorial. It wants to start the tutorial. You can start and stop this tutorial at any time. Apparently that's a lie. Lies, all lies. So we're gonna have to just pick a house and then change it, hopefully. I'll send you the gold if fine. Let's do something over here. Because that shows an empty house. You okay with this temporarily? Get a nice waterfall. Okay, let's try this and then hopefully we can actually... Okay. All right, so open house finder. And let's see. Cracked dredge, cracked exile. Looking for cracked tear. The hell? Oh, hey, baby. What are you doing? You're giving your character money. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get you over to the cracked tear community, which was where the rest of our family is. Morning Grave. Hey, can you invite me to your house? There's got to be a way to do that. Although this one has completed the endeavor. How did you get to this one? Ah, okay. All right, perfect. I knew there was a way. Because I would like you to be in the same neighborhood. So we're going to visit your house. Yay. Okay, so now that we're in the cracked tear community, I want to go to 20. Okay. If you can see where I am, baby. Oh, that's right, you're a hunter. Okay, we're just gonna take off. Where is the hunter tracking? Yeah, we're gonna take off. All right, this is the one we're gonna. Boom! All right, this is the one. This is the plot that I wanted to get you. Now, as you can see, you start off with Horde, the Horde style of architecture, but this lovely plot has a wonderful view, and it's got this balcony, this little patio hanging over the thing, so you have a ready-made party space attached to the home. Okay, and look, it's got like storage underneath. Now you can't put anything here, but I just thought it was fun. And you can actually see my house and my mom's house from this plot. Okay, so one of the things that you can do is you can change the so it wants you to enter your house for the first time. It's going to be an empty room for the most part. Okay, no, we can skip, or should I? Do you want me to show people the tutorials? We're just going to skip straight to decorating. Learn where to. Okay, so here you have a basic. This is pretty much how it starts with the basic Horde. Okay, well, we're going to start outside actually. You can decorate and adjust outside and move your house. So let's get the plot situated.
If I were you, I'd seek out the vendors in the common. They sell all sorts of decor for your home.
Okay, so I'm moving the house around. As you can see, they now have a line where you can put put things. So we're going to change the exterior. And the way to change the exterior when you're out here is you click on the little blueprint. Okay, first off, okay, so Blood Elf house. Now, since this is a level 1 house, you don't have, it's going to be small, okay? But you can still do quite a few things. See, the other ones are locked until you get to a higher level. Okay, so these are the ones that it sets to, and I chose the Blood Elf one and this specific one because it's Cragthorn neighborhood. That Cragthorn Hills is very reminiscent of Ashara, but the color scheme is also very Eversong, so it really lends itself to the Eversong style of architecture. And that's why I did it. Now, these little dots indicate where you can attach things. Okay, and keep in mind you have a budget. Okay, so depending on what your level house is determines the budget. Okay, so like if you want to attach a fixture, you can do it here. Of course, again, this is a level 1 house, so we might not have that much really available, but this is where you would do it. Okay. Okay. And also, if we were to click on the hand, this is where we can add things. Okay, but we're gonna move it. Okay, and we can select a core. Let's see if we can add a. We can do arches on the sides here. This is the domed roof, but we could go with a faceted roof. You can change the colors, the plum, the charcoal, emerald, ocean, and sapphire. So mine has a house of mixture of the blue and the red. But for him, we will either go kind of like the green with his house, or just the traditional crimson. Any preference, baby? Dome window. We have a filigree window. I kind of like the filigree myself. We have the regal window. But for such a small house, I would just go with this, or you could do the planter window. Planter window's nice. Let's see if we can go with the spire. Give yourself a nice view, like a tower. And then here we can do, so you have a little dormer there, or you could go with an elegant one. That's kind of cool. Then we have a regal one. Ooh, let's go. And then we have spires. But I think that's a bit much for such a small house. Let's see with the simple spire. Any of these calling out to you? I kind of like the little windows, so we're going to go back to, let's go with the regal dormer, because it's got kind of that cool, and we'll do one on this side. And then in the back, I kind of like that. Oops, apparently I undid the, let's try the arches. Put that back. We'll put that back. We'll go with that one. Okay, and you know what I'd like to do? I want to change the entryway. Let's go with elegant, grand. I mean, simple's what we had, but let's go with elegant. Okay. Okay. So, what do you think of your house, baby? At least the outside. Okay, so now we can go ahead and go inside. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change all of this. Okay, we're going to change this. And we are going to go with this. Okay, and because it is only a level 1, we don't have a whole lot of rooms here or styles, but we're just going to go ahead and play with a few things and go from there. Oh, we're at our max. Okay, so you know what? We're going to go with but we are about to be level 2 soon. Okay, so now we have a couple different rooms, but you know what? I don't like this architecture. We're going to change the wall. We're going to go with Silver Moon etched marble, and we're going to go with Silver Moon light. Okay, but we're going to do the whole room, but let's adjust the ceiling. Okay, we're going to go ahead, instead of the rugged, we're going to go with the blood marble. Okay. And the ceiling type, we're going to make vaulted for this first room. Okay. And we're going to make this also and we're going to change this door eventually. Okay, but let's do the floor. Let's do Silver Moon Mosaic. Okay, one thing we can also do is we can make this a standard size so that it's not as large, but I think I kind of like leaving it large this way, although I might change the orientation, but it's very rugged, very, we can put in doors, and we can change it for pretty much all the rooms. Okay, eventually we're going to have another door here probably. Okay, but there's only so much that we can do. But I do want to change this to match the rest of it. Okay. Okay, so now the whole top up here, and eventually we can put a door here. Okay, you can have a nice little alcove here. So let's go ahead and, you know what, let's go ahead and place, okay, let's place something. Okay, so now with the decor, you have, these are all the things that he has earned, achieved, different types of thing throughout gameplay in the different, he has a total of 70 decor owned. Yeah, this character doesn't have a whole vast majority of stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and put a fireplace here. And this fireplace you can turn on and off. Okay, but we're gonna change the size. So now you notice that it doesn't go all the way to the roof. See if I can turn it off. Ooh, it's off. And it's on. There we go. Okay, we can change that. We can also change the color of it, but we don't have any, sweetheart, you don't have any dyes saved to your warband bank, do you? Probably not. Okay, so the advanced mode allows you to tweak things more, and one of the things is to scale it. So we're gonna click on this and we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. See, so now it is now touching the roof for that. Now if we were to customize it, we can change the die slot. So if we had, oh, you do have some die. Nope, darn. We could change it to match whatever, like, we can't save it because of course we don't have the die, but we could change it to any of the colors that we want for the main part, but that will come. Okay, you can also totally adjust things on their axis, the different axes, and if you don't like something, you can just clean it up, get it out of there. Okay, so let's see if, and you can do it by certain decors, like here's a rug, and you can filter, you can do a search if you know the name. Also, you can go into accents, furnishing, structural things. It just depends on what you have in there. So, like for example, we could put a rug right here. And we can, you know what, let's make it bigger. Woo! Okay, how about some furniture? Let's see what we've got. We don't have a whole heck of a lot in here. Ooh, but we can put, I mean, we don't have to keep it in here. Oh, look, a nice little bed. But you know what? This is not the room for that. So we'll go back. Oh, look, and you can, in the basic mode, you can just kind of move it a little. Turn it around. But in the advanced mode, I could tip it on its side, I could knock it over, look like it's all broken. So that's the basics on just moving them. Oh, and for example, if we went in here, so let's bring out something that we can actually manipulate a little. Well, we can manipulate all of it, but we'll just play with something. Okay, so I can change the size of it, you've seen, but this one allows me to move it. Oh, look, I can actually put it in freaking mid-air if I wanted to. Or I can put it through certain things. So like if you only want to say part of it, you can actually use this to make some really interesting things because you can move them any which way you want. Oh, look, this chair is floating. Magic is doing it or whatnot. But you can also, let's see if we have anything in here that we can use as an example. You can embed things in and you can make it look like something else. Like for example, this circular elven table. Okay, we can actually just make it look like, oh look, it's another rug. You know, you can play with it. I can make it look really small and oh, it's a plate. You'd be surprised what you can do with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and you can leave here to exit the house. This allows you to grant permissions. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and have he has it defaults to no one, but we're going to let just anyone visit. Okay, that means anyone can come into your house. They can't affect anything. They can open doors. They can sit in chairs that have the. They can turn your fireplace off, but they can't move anything. They can't do anything like that. Okay, so we're going to exit the house, or I could just click on the door and it'll take me right out. Okay, and characters that are 35 and higher can join in endeavors. So the endeavors are on this tab. When you click on the little house icon, you click on endeavors and it will start, it'll show, and you can have an alliance house and a horde house, and you can work on either one. So if you had another house, this character does not, I could choose the alliance one. Okay, we will have one. Trust me, we're gonna. But, and as you can see, it doesn't tell you the warband. It's like, oh, this is the house owner. Okay, so this house is technically owned by this character because they're the ones that Tanya is the one that owns this house. You can actually change that, but it has to be a horde character. Okay, but it actually applies to all of your warbands. So any of your things that your characters do, 35 or higher, again, because they're the only ones that can actually participate in the endeavors, will apply to this house because that is the active endeavor. So we're going to go to the town center. Isn't it pretty? And just to show you, see, this is my house. He is literally he can see my house. And we have another family friend. This is my mother's actually. This is her house that he can see. But we're headed into town. So the center of the town will change based on whatever the endeavor is. It's thinking about it. Sorry, my computer is a little, okay. And when you do things around the town, now that I have a house, if you notice there's loose rock here. If I click on it, it says neighborly. These are, you can fix fences, get rid of cobwebs. If you're an herbalist, you can pull herbs. And here, let me show you. Here's a loose rock. And all of these count towards the endeavor. So just doing nice things around the town will do it. Okay, there's a quest for taking pictures, sort of, because it's an artist kind of theme for the, and then if you can heal wounded artists, this is great. If you have a healing character, boom, you just heal them up, 20 of them, it gets you community coupons. And now the community coupons can be spent at whatever the decor vendor is at the time. So this
What
little
needs
lady
bring you
here right
here?
now shows you what you can purchase. Okay,
Shorellara.
sometimes you'll see from previous endeavors or other endeavors, there may be another type of vendor over by the central. Okay, and unfortunately, this character wasn't there when this endeavor was completed, so apparently they can't access the endeavor chest. When you complete an endeavor chest, it grants you 30 community coupons as well as 250 point XP for your house, and that's how you level up your house. Yeah, now we know, because we weren't sure about this. My houses have been participating in them since they started, so but now we know, and it changes based off of, you know, which ones will be available. But over here next to the person, the basically the steward of the neighborhood, it can vary. Sometimes there's not a second vendor there. Like we haven't had an endeavor with this character, but once in a while they will appear. And if you have the community coupons, you can purchase decor that, hey, I didn't have that. And every time you equip or uh, learn a new decor, the first time gives you 10 XP for that item. So this house level is level 1, but it looks like we might be able to, let's see if we can upgrade it. Okay, in order to do that, in this one, well, actually this gentleman
Hello,
gives
ma'am.
you
Who
lumber,
you be?
okay? To make decor, each profession can make decor, some type of decor based off of whatever the thing is. But you need lumber
Lita.
for it. And this gives you the ability to now track lumber, find lumber. So in the different zones, so each expansion has its own lumber. But let's see, if you want to
What can
try and
I
level
help
up your
you?
house, say, I'd like to upgrade my house. And sure enough, we can do it.
Be
So
safe.
boom! We now have another room that we can do. We get the square medium, okay? If you notice, actually, we leveled up to 3. Yay! So, we now have more rooms that we can place, and we can actually put out more decor. Okay, there's a finite number of decor points that you can place inside and outside. Inside, it's ridiculously high, um, uh, but outside, it's not that high. So I know I'm at my max, and it's frustrating. I want more. But so now the house is level 3. Okay, and this is because of through the expansions that this account has done, they've earned enough different decor items to level it to 3. Now they can continue to level it being doing the different endeavors. So this one is geared for the new midnight. So really only your level 80 higher characters can get some of these done. But there are only, I mean, all of your characters 35 and up can do other things. Now, that's not to say that any of your characters can go there. Okay? It doesn't matter. It could be level 1 and it could go there. It's just they can't continue, they can't contribute to the endeavor until they're 35 or higher. But like the Slatherhill's, Saltherill's Soiree, it can only be done by a level 90 actually. But it gives you 25 house points, you know, decorating. See, as you can see, we have hit 6 of 50 decor placed. Okay. And you can do that 3 times, and it will count towards uh, the house XP. So the more of these you complete, the more your house will level. Okay. And doing the little things around the town all contribute. Like 100 little activities will actually level, and it gives you a nice little chunk of change for the house XP. So you do want to do it. I like if I'm like waiting on something, or I'll just pop over to one of my neighborhoods. I will just do some stuff around the town. I like to do that once a day. You can actually find one of the little critters that is around, except for, oh my God, they're on top of the wagon, the poor little baby. There's a little raptor, a little baby raptor. Um, if you pet it, it'll be highlighted in sort of this wedge kind of color. Once a day you can do that, and it'll give you like 4 towards the neighborly. But that one you can only do once. You can click on as many loose rocks as you want. You can click on, there's different types. You can pet an animal. You have pick up sticks. Like, see, you're just gonna. I already showed you the herbalism one. Well, I mean, anyone can pick the invasive weed, but herbalists can get a second hit off of it because they can pull the roots. Okay, so another one is cobwebs. Here, you can see a cobweb over here. There'll be cobwebs around, and you just click on it, and it clears the cobwebs. Another one is fixing fence posts. Those are kind of harder to see, especially in the Horde areas. I think they're a little easier in the Alliance areas. I'm going to try and show you one of those. Um, Actually, I find a lot of these are a lot easier to do in the Alliance neighborhood because, of course, it's Ellie biased. Uh, but it is possible. It's like, come on, there's got to be one around here. I'm looking for a little sparkle or sort of a crack in although in the Horde side, once in a while, you can actually see it on some of the wood paneling. I've noticed that that's the only one. Hey, here, slightly damaged fence. This I've only seen on the Horde side, but they're very rare anyways. But this takes a while because it's still considered a fence. So mending fences is another one. And just by doing those, um, and I actually kind of find it like relaxing, kind of fun if I'm like doing something. I can just slip on over. This is the portal. It'll take you to Stormwind. Now, if you're on an Alliance character and you're in the Horde neighborhood, it's not a problem. It's not going to take you to Orgrimmar and then you'll get killed immediately. It's actually going to take you to Stormwind. So that's not a problem. I think that's it for the little home. The different types of possible home be a good neighbor items. So if you're out and about, you coming to visit the town center, see what's happening. Sometimes there are quests. Click on a rock, do something nice for that. It will, it counts. It all counts towards. Right now, each endeavor is different. So, like, for example, if this character had healing capability, I could click on this wounded artist. The guy looks like he's all slumped over and stuff, and heal him. And that counts. You do that 20 times, boom. Again, I do find this a little easier in the Alliance side because they're all kind of grouped up more so than the Horde neighborhoods. But the Horde neighborhood has the Silvermoon-esque, the Ashara kind of neighborhoods. So, and kind of like more beachy style, if you like that. What's fun is, okay, you have this guy who does the decor daily, and again, each character that goes here, it will be different. Every one of them can do it. If your character is an alchemist or an inscriptionist, see what he is. He's just a farmer. Um, they have under the classic, they have where you can make dyes or pigments. And then once you have the pigments, those characters, the inscriptionist or the alchemist, can come here to the table and actually make dyes. And that's what you use to decorate specific things in the house, like I
Take
tried
a
to
look.
show you.
I sell all
So
manner of wares.
the carved bookcases, these little guys, I use these a lot, okay? I use them as toilet paper holders in the bathrooms that I create. It's so cute because you can make it super tiny, and then you put a pillow that you turned white from the dyes on here, and it looks like a roll of toilet paper. So all of the bathrooms in my houses have little toilet paper dispensers. Okay, I've also seen this used. So you see the S curve kind of here. Okay, if you were to make it a certain size and then put it into a door or a thing, it actually looks like it could be one of the lever handles. So like on a door, you can make it look like a, a handle. Okay, so if you're putting in interior walls, this is where you can get, and this is the Horde side, mind you, but you're getting the night elf style architecture here. Okay, some of the um, other elf ones. See the elegant roll pillow. This is what I turn all white and then place into that bookshelf or the little bookshelf to make it a toilet paper roll. Um, now, some of these are customizable color-wise. And this is one of them. Some of them aren't. Okay, when you have them, it will tell you whether or not it's customizable. Okay. Uh, Elegant doors. So this is where you can get a lot of your really nice base stuff that you can do. Like if you want to create an interior door or like an interior room in an already existing room kind of thing, like partition things off, you can get the structures to do that. Okay. So this is where you can get
Do
some of
come
those.
again.
The different vendors. This guy
I'm
also
listening.
has, again, some elven stuff. So even though you're Horde, you do have access to
Farewell.
the Alliance stuff. And then over here, this is where you
What
find
do
the
you
Horde
need?
stuff. The very Orgrimmar type of thing. I will note, though, that unfortunately, they don't have the basin, like a sink basin. They do have one on the Alliance side. Okay, which is unfortunate because the house that I just got for for Jim here, there's actually one that has a Horde version of it. It's just not available for purchase, which is kind of frustrating.
How are you?
But you'd be surprised how creative people can be. Again, more Hordes type stuff. Okay,
Bye
but
bye now.
each neighborhood also has smugglers. So I'm going to show you where the Horde smugglers are. And that's where you can get like the Alliance stuff that wouldn't necessarily be available if you didn't have smugglers. Okay. But as you can see, there's different types of landscapes that you can get in the neighborhoods, which is nice. Okay, so over here, we have the smugglers.
Arkinan Poros.
So these also have the different style door, like this is the Alliance. This is a Founder's Point. Founder's Point is the neighborhoods for the Alliance. Like the chairs, matter of fact, we're going to pick up a charming couch. We're going to pick up some pillows. Let's get some curtains. There's an empty bathtub. You can get a full bathtub. Those types of things. Let's get a chair. While we're here, let's get another rug. I love these little stools, mind you. Okay. And the reason why is because you can embed them into things. So something that you can't normally just like sit on. If you embed these, it becomes clickable. Let's get some food. And we're just gonna, okay, which is fun.
Long life,
So,
my friend.
see, and I can embed those into furniture that I wouldn't necessarily have available to me. So now if you notice, this is a Horde trellis, but then they put on a flap in front of it, so you can layer things too. Just keep that in mind. Unfortunately, you can't get everything that these people are selling. But it's like, I'd love to get some of these paintings, but no, you can't. So here's another decor vendor.
Feel free to browse.
And again, Alliance stuff. This, by the way, is a working stove. You can click on it and it brings up your cooking skill. Okay, you're going to find a number of those. You can especially craft a number of those. But it's kind of fun because, oh, you know, if your character is a cook, you know, but we're gonna get, and if you need to see a little closer, you can see these are fun because, of course, we're gonna get some beans. We're gonna get some. You can get. We might not use them right away, but hey. Okay, we're gonna get a chair. I always like to get at least 2 chairs because, and you know, benches and chairs and stools and stuff, you know, because you never know. Why is this
Have you
not
come
working?
to trade? Pleasure doing business.
For some reason, when I hit exit, it doesn't close. I'm not sure if that's because we're streaming or, but it just started happening. Okay, and if you notice on the mini map, it's got like that hearth symbol, and that's when, on a bag, that means they're a decor specialist. There is also a decor specialist around here that walks, that sells plant. Ah, there she is. She moves around, but she sells plants from basically the Alliance side, the Elwyn trees, you know, those types of stuff. I love creeping ivies. I'm a big fan of those. Cobblestones. I do love cobblestones. But as you can see, you know, and flowers. I love the flowers. You never know what you're gonna need. And when the house gets to a certain level, again, exit's not
Let the
working.
light of the new moon guide you.
There is a option for inside your house. You can have basically a day room. It's a big circle that's just daylight. You can have a whole garden inside. There's also one for nighttime, which is cool. You can do a whole evening kind of thing. Ah, somebody has, see, if you have no one is allowed, they can get the trespassing sign. But it's cool when you have some, look at these. They very much, you know, certain of these things are only available in certain places, and they are faction based. For example, this style of stepping stone is only available in Suramar, which is in Legion, and you have to have them unlocked. So you have to have kind of a higher, you have to have a high reputation with them. So this character most likely cannot access it. But I like what they did here. This is really sweet, you know. And they have some of the new stuff that came from the, here, see, look. This is a table. That round, that's that table that I embedded into the floor and showed you. They dyed it, they changed the color, they put it into the wall here, and then they put this item on top of it. So they really kind of made it their own. This item up here is actually crafted. It's a, I forget which profession does it. Sorry, I had to take a drink. These came from a last month's endeavor. These are from the Niflheim. And here's a working Gilnean post box. Okay. And then we have some Haranir type stuff, different things. But we picked up a couple of these plants actually just now. So they have this lovely little garden area set up outside. Like my character has these as well, but I set mine up a little different, but I like what they did here, you know, and I love it when you can come and visit, and sometimes you can even go inside other people's homes
It's
if
too
they
far
have it.
away.
Let's see. We can go and visit this person's, we can show you. Okay, this is their, oh, lovely. Oh, I think I've been to this. Yes, I've been to this house before. But if you notice what they did here, with these they did the Silver Moon, the marble and stuff, but they dyed these whites and blues. They're going for a real white and blue motif, but with the interior, this part of this is the night elf architecture. So just lovely. We're talking blacks. It's like a black and white room with like gray. Oh, I love the monochromatic. This is just gorgeous. And this is like a little light that I forget what they called it, this orb, and they put it up into each of the door arches. So that's lovely mix of the night elf architecture with the blood elf architecture. So that's just gorgeous. And look what they did for their kitchen. See, there's a working stove. That's the one that's crafted. Now they put a table up here to make it look like cabinets in the wall. That's kind of brilliant. And this is a platform that they just made enlarged and then embedded in the wall. So it's acting as a large shelf. And those grain items that we just purchased, you can see they made them super tiny. So it's a spice rack. Okay, there. And but then they kept one of them large here. So this is lovely. This is, you know, this is beautiful. Oh, they made their own stairs. They made their own room. Actually, this is a stair room without the stairs. So it's super high, but again, no stairs. But then they turned it into this lovely, and now they're going to red and gold and green motif up in this one. This is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at that. And they put, these are dyeable ones that they put with the windows. Their layering is just lovely. So we've got some Pandaren stuff. We've got some Valdrakken. We have a lot of dyed stuff. It looks fantastic. So as you can see, there's quite a bit that you can do with very little. Wow, this is just lovely. Black jade. All right, so let's go ahead and head back. So, and I am going to be doing different. Now this character doesn't have nearly, and this account doesn't have nearly as much resources and factions unlocked. So we're going to be designing on a dime, so to speak. Designing on a copper. And your home on the map will look like the Hearthstone symbol. Okay? And you can do different things. But I like putting usually something up here that you can sit and just enjoy the view. Okay? But we got to get some community coupons so we can get some more stuff without having to spend all of our gold. But we definitely, now remember, we just expanded. So we are now level 3. Okay, so we have the opportunity. Oh, look, see, we have the Daylight Circle room. Okay, it is now available to us. So the question is, my love, would you like it in this house or would you like it in the other, or do you want to wait? And if you notice, you can access 2 floors. So we could put it up here. Non-committal. Okay, so let's go back down to the first floor. We're just gonna install it just so you guys can see it. See? It's basically just the Daylight Circle room. Okay, so we're gonna go back. But again, I tend to prefer a standard size one. And we can, let's see, as you can see now, you can do a lovely little garden kind of thing here. Let's put in a door. Did we pick up a door? Let's find out. So we're going to go into structural. We're going to go to doors, and we do have one elegant carved door. So we're just going to apply in place. So you see the red, it cannot be placed there due to collision. We're going to set it in there like that. So now it's set. And now we can open it, go in, and we can close it behind us. And then depending, you have the large structures. Yeah, you could literally put the dark portal there if you wanted to block it. Or I mean, you can do a a little gazebo. Oh, heck, I can always show you eventually the stuff that I did. It's like, Or you can put curtains, kind of like make it look so, because it can be kind of jarring. Let's go into accents, wall hangings. Oh, look, and now we got the, okay, so now we're going to advance mode. We're going to make it larger, and then we're going to adjust it. We're going to need to make it a little bigger, I think. And then we can always set it in. Sometimes you have to be a little creative depending on okay. And then we just go through. Oh, I have to go out. It helps if you take yourself out of edit mode. But yeah, so we could actually here, let me okay, so that's the front door. We could do, you could literally make a, you know, partition the room if you wanted to. But I will have to think on and see if we can get him some community coupons to purchase some stuff. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, go in here and let's do, you know what, let's look for fountain. Okay, so we have a couple fountains. You know, you can put the, like I have this in front of my house, but they have large structures. And again, anything can be adjusted or changed. Oh, and you have a thunder mail. You can actually put in a mailbox in front of your house. Although, funny thing to note, the training dummies are placed only inside. You can't put them outside, which is kind of funny in my opinion. Okay. And here you can preview. Apparently, and they now have decorator decor packs, which is interesting. This is, I think, the new currency, but it's very pretty. I forget what they call it, but this is the storage is what you have, or you can look, you know, like you can select uncollected, but this is basically what you have. This is the, oh, and here, see, you can, all right, we want that. It's like, these are the things that you can dye. And you can dye these, they have wood colors that you can make. So all of these are dyeable, at least parts of them. Like in my house, I recently dyed the plate of this to be bronze, as opposed to the gray. Usually, and you can change the metal color as well as the wood color for, I think with this one you can only change the frame. So depending, some of the things, not everything is, parts of it will be dyeable. But at least you can see what you have that's dyeable. And I see a number of these things are the stuff that you recently picked up in the, so the Blossom Forge. This is stuff that you get. There's a lot of decor items in the new expansion that have been coming up. So this also, a lot of these are from the new expansion. So very cool. And once you have unlocked a decor item, you can, there are places where you can go and purchase them again. Either be it with gold, sometimes it's resonance crystals, like if it's War Within, sometimes it's like the new currency for this is Marl, for the Midnight expansion. So, and that's again why faction based. Like for the Suramar stuff, a lot of times it's the mana. Let's see. So based on what your Um, yeah, this one hasn't even been to Legion. So, but the beauty is the decor all goes to the warband. The warband shares a. So all you got to do, if one of your characters gets it, uh, all of them get it. They just may not be, only one character might be able to purchase it. So I think that is enough talking for now, but I'm sure I will be back with some more stuff for Jim's character. Yay! We got our house. And we still have to do the alliance. So I think the next time what we're going to do is we're going to get an alliance house. And show you the neighborhood uh, for that one. And okay, um, thank you all for joining us today. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming. Have fun, play. This is such an opportunity just to be creative. I am enjoying myself immensely with it. Mine are both level 8. I will admit. So but it is these characters I've been doing it with have been, my main is the owner of my horde house, Moxie, and she's got she's got ton a lot of factions that are maxed out. So that's why it's going to be a bit more, I'll have more stuff available to me. So yes, and happy Pi Day, because the number pi, 3 starts with 314. So happy Pi Day. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking now. All right, thanks guys. Till next time.